Are you looking for the best free games available on Mac? Games that are great, but also truly free? As microtransactions are increasingly destroying games that would otherwise be great, we decided to focus on games that are either 100% free or are at least free-to-play games that can actually be enjoyed for free. But before we start this video, please subscribe to my channel Games Puff and press the bell icon for more gaming videos. So without any further ado, let's start this video. The first game of this video is Starcraft 2. Developed by Blizzard, Starcraft 2 is a real-time strategy game that shouldn't need an introduction. Sequel to the critically acclaimed Starcraft, Starcraft 2 features the most intense, fast-paced, and well-oiled gameplay you'll ever see in a real-time strategy game. A good gaming keyboard and mouse are both mandatory. Next up we have Path of Exile. Many claim Path of Exile is better than Diablo 3. And while the jury is still out on that, Path of Exile is arguable just as good and completely free to play. Path of Exile is an action RPG set in a dark fantasy world. Its gameplay and aesthetics are very similar to Diablo 3's, but Path of Exile aims for an even bigger focus on visceral combat, powerful items, and deep character customization. Next up we have Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Counter-Strike practically gave birth to the competitive FPS scene and is responsible for most of the LAN parties that took place in the 90s. That was a long time ago, but Counter-Strike has managed to evolve and remain relevant. In 2012, Counter-Strike Global Offensive was released, and it expanded upon the team-based gameplay it pioneered 19 years earlier. Next up we have Hearthstone. Few companies can deliver as high-quality free games as Valve, but one that certainly can is Blizzard. Hearthstone is their digital collectible card game based on the popular Warcraft universe. If you're not usually into card games, don't skip ahead just yet, this one is widely praised by everyone. Hearthstone is much simpler than you would imagine. In every match, you pull 3 or 4 cards, depending on who goes first, out of your customized deck of 30 cards. Next up we have League of Legends. In League of Legends, you have to destroy the opposing team's nexus, which lies at the heart of a guarded base. Battles last around 20 to 60 minutes, with your champions starting out at a very low level. They gain experience throughout the match and, equally important, they earn gold that can be used to buy in-game items to increase their powers and abilities. Next up we have Dota Underlords. Dota Underlords is Valve's latest game and their take on auto chess, a brand new genre that came to life as a mod for, guess what, Dota 2. That mod still exists, but Dota Underlords is Valve's free-to-play take on the genre, meaning you can safely test it risk-free. In case you're unfamiliar with auto chess games, the game will pit you against 7 opponents in a battle where tactics are everything. You'll have to carefully choose your units, properly combine them, and place them on a board. Next up we have Dota 2. Considered a League of Legends challenger with a greater focus on team play, Heroes of the Storm is another game from Blizzard. Fans of Warcraft, Diablo, Starcraft, and other Blizzard titles will be particularly excited to see their favorite heroes take part in 5 vs 5 battles, either against the AI or against human players in ranked and unranked matches. And on top of creating a solid MOBA geared towards more casual players, Blizzard keeps rolling new game modes, events, and new heroes to keep you coming back for more. Next up we have Fortnite. The only reason why Fortnite isn't part of our top 3 anymore is because of the big spat between Epic Games and Apple, and the fact Epic Games no longer updates Fortnite and removed cross-platform multiplayer. But having said that, Fortnite remains playable and technically just as good as before. In Fortnite, you and 99 other players will have to scramble to find weapons, shields, and resources for a chance to be the last man or squad standing. Next up we have Battle for Wesnoth. The Battle for Wesnoth is an open-source, turn-based strategy game featuring turn-based battles on a hex grid that will take you back to the 90s visually. The Battle for Wesnoth features 16 single-player campaigns and 46 multiplayer maps, online and hot seat, over which more than 200 units will battle. The game has developed a large, dedicated fanbase due to the quality and quantity of content, the engaging gameplay, and the fact that it's free, not to mention its Tolkien-esque setting. The last game of this video is OpenTTD. Remember Transport Tycoon Deluxe? It was a business simulation game released back in 1995, so if you were too young or just missed it, its spirit lives on with this open source remake. Like its inspiration, the point of OpenTTD is to make money by transporting people and cargo via planes, trains, automobiles, and boats. Each time you successfully move an object from point A to point B, you'll get income that can be used to build better methods of transportation. So that's the list of 10 best free games for Mac that you can play in 2021. If you enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Games Puff and press the bell icon for more gaming updates.